Up until now, I've bounced around opening drawings, opening files, opening projects. What I want to do is get you used to the AutoCAD Electrical environment. If you've used AutoCAD before, you'll be used to some of the tools already, like the ribbon, and also how to create blocks and how to utilize drawing files, DWG files. However, if you haven't used AutoCAD before, the environment can be a little bit daunting. Let's look at what the AutoCAD Electrical environment does. Well, there are new things that you may never have experienced before, such as the Project Manager here on the left-hand side. That allows you to open up projects and link drawings into those projects, like the File Names project that we looked at previously with our file naming philosophy. So you'll notice there, GENIECJIC like before, and you'll notice this particular drawing is GEN Environment. So it's a general drawing, no standards or units applied. Now what I've got here is a PLC, standard electrical component, as you can see with all the connectors each side. Now it is an AutoCAD block. So if I hover over that, like so, and highlight it, it tells me it's a block reference, and it tells me it's on the layer SYMS for symbols. So if I go back to the Home tab on the ribbon, and just click on that block once, it's on the layer Symbols. Now when you're using the AutoCAD Electrical environment, you use blocks all the time. That's because the block attribute data goes back to the database in the AutoCAD Electrical drawing. In AutoCAD, you can also explode blocks. Now, if I select this PLC and I explode it, as you can see, it breaks down into the component parts, the lines that make up the PLC, and also all of these bits of text. These bits of text are all attributes. If I click on one or highlight one, like so, that's an attribute. Now you'll notice it's on layer 0. What you should always do is create all of your information to make into a block and put it onto layer 0. I'll just hit escape there and just hover over that again like so. And as you can see, it doesn't highlight any name or anything. That's because it's an attribute. All of those attributes have a meaning or a definition. So if I just undo that explode and go back and then select the PLC, and instead of exploding it, I right click, I get this lovely editing tool. And it's like a flashlight. I can go around and pick whatever I want to do with this. I can edit the component. I can align it. I can go and look at the attributes of that component. I can list, hide, and edit. I can rotate an attribute, for example. So if I go rotate attribute like that, select the attribute I want to rotate. So if I zoom in a bit and come in here, I'll select that attribute there. I can rotate it. I can click on it again and rotate it again and keep rotating it until it's back to its original position and then just press enter. So that's the AutoCAD Electrical environment. You don't get that in vanilla AutoCAD, in regular AutoCAD. That's because we're using AutoCAD Electrical and it's got all these electrical tools in the environment that you work. So as you can see, that environment is very, very useful. It's a professional environment that allows you to be professional and quick at what you do. I'll just zoom out a little bit now and pan upwards. And what I can do, you'll notice that's PLC 1 right there. Let's go to the Schematic tab on the ribbon and look at panels here. So there you go, I can insert connectors, and the one next to it, insert PLC. I'm going to go for a PLC full unit there. And now it's gone to the JIC schematic symbols. Now the JICs load up as standard in AutoCAD Electrical, and they're American Imperial units. And these are all the standard components. So there's a PLC fixed unit made by AB. I'll go and pick the L16 with that one there, which is the same as the one I've already got in the drawing. And as you can see, as I bring that in, it's the wrong rotation. So what I can do, I can just right click, like so, rotate, type in the angle I want, which is 90. You'll see that on the command line. Press enter, and now it's at the right angle. It's at 90 degrees. I click, and it comes in. Now, as soon as it comes in, it asks me for the data on that PLC module. There's the tag there. So what we can do there is just change that to PLC2, click on OK, and as you can see, I've numbered it. It's a different one now, and it's a different PLC in the database. So that's this environment that you've got to get used to now, where when you're bringing blocks in, because of the way they're attributed to the database, it automatically brings up those dialog boxes, and also get used to that editing tool when you select now, and then you right click. It's very different. It's not like the old AutoCAD shortcut menu if you're used to it. So get used to the environment in AutoCAD Electrical and use it to your advantage. It will make you quicker in your AutoCAD Electrical drawing. You'll notice I use the Quick Access Toolbar in AutoCAD Electrical a lot while we're going through this course. The Quick Access Toolbar is up here at the top of the screen. So you'll see there we've got New. That's very self-explanatory. If I click on New, it takes me to the startup dialog that we set up previously, and it allows me to set up new drawings, blank drawings, drawings from templates, and so on. So I'll just cancel that. We don't need to set up a new drawing right now. Open, well, one would hope that we all understand what Open does. As you can see, goes to the Open, goes to the folder that I used last in AutoCAD, which is the folder that we're in at the moment with the drawings we're using right now. Again, I'm going to click on Cancel because I've already got a drawing open that I'm going to be using. Now, the next one is one that you may not be familiar with, Open from the Vault. Autodesk Vault is an engineering document management system. So if I click on that, it'll ask me to log in to that document management system and go to the server and so on. Great for server client-based projects where you've got information stored on the server that you're bringing into the client computer to use on a particular project. So that's your Autodesk Vault. So I'm just going to cancel that now. The next one along, Save. Very, very simple. If you just click on Save, it saves the drawing. And you'll notice down on the command line there, QSave stands for Quick Save. That's what that icon does. It's a quick save. The next two along are Undo and Redo. The same in most computer programs. So if I click on the little down arrow there, I can undo back to a certain command, and that's the same for Redo also. So there's Redo right there. Obviously that's grayed out right now because I've just done a save, so I can't redo anything because I haven't done anything since the save. Here, moving along, we've got Plot, which prints to a drawing, Plotter, Printer, File, PDF, DWF file. Again, we'll look at printing and plotting projects later on, so don't worry too much about that. Next one along is Project Manager. Now, we've got Project Manager here on the left. If I close it, though, it looks just like AutoCAD now, regular AutoCAD. But if I go back up here and click on Project Manager, that opens it up again for me. It shows me what project I'm in, what drawing I'm using, and so on and so forth. You can also do that on the Project tab on the ribbon. So if I close down the Project Manager and go to the Project tab, there's Manager there, brings it back again. So there's two ways of switching the Project Manager off and on. When I'm working in a project, for example, the File Names project that we looked at earlier, if I double click on a drawing, let's go for the ribbon interface drawing, that will open up that drawing. Now the nice thing is, because I'm on the Project tab on the ribbon now, Previous Drawing and Next Drawing are there. So if I go to Next Drawing, it opens up the next drawing in the project. Now be aware that this could take a few moments to do. The reason being is that obviously these drawings can be complex and take a few moments to load. So be patient when you're using Previous Drawing and Next Drawing. Again, up here on the ribbon, we've got Previous Drawing, Next Drawing. So if I go back one, it takes me back to General Ribbon Interface Drawing, as you can see in the Project Manager here on the left. Lots of information there. And it's great because the Project Manager shows you where you are, the Project tab allows you to work with projects, the Quick Access Toolbar that we're talking about also allows you to work with your project. Moving along now to this surfer symbol, what it does is it allows you to surf your electrical project. So if I click on Surfer now and come into the drawing area, the dynamic input prompt is prompting me to select a tag for the surfer to trace, or I can type it and press enter. I'll zoom in on one of these switches here maybe. There's a conveyor motor switch there. If I click on that now, it shows me the details, the attributes of that block. So what the surfer allows me to do is go and check the settings, the components. The actual settings there are that it's on sheet reference 9 and its location is MCAB5. So what we can do there is we can freshen that because it may have changed. So it's reading the project database file now, and it's looking to see whether that's been updated at all. I can also run things like a catalog check. I can pick a new list maybe. I can zoom in, zoom out, and pan as well on that particular component. So if I hit zoom in, it will actually zoom in to that component. If I close now, you can see, look, it has zoomed in on that component there on that panel. So that surfer's very cool. You can go and interrogate your drawing at any time. Now the next one along is Save As, and I've actually added that to the Quick Access Toolbar. How have I done that? Well, I've clicked on this little flyout menu here, And what I've done is I've ticked Save As, so that Save As, when it's ticked like that, appears on the Quick Access toolbar. I can add other commands in the list there. I can also go to More Commands. More Commands will actually open up the Customize User Interface dialog box, and as you can see, I can go and pick any command in AutoCAD Electrical and add it to my Quick Access toolbar. I'm not going to, I'm going to cancel that, I don't need to, but that is how you would do it. Other things you can do on the Quick Access toolbar, you can show the original AutoCAD menu bar. So if I click there, you'll notice I've now got this menu bar as well. And for those of you that have used older versions of AutoCAD, you've now got the old pull-down menus like you used to have in older versions of AutoCAD. Now, I don't tend to use the menu bar. It's taking up screen space, so I'll go Hide Menu Bar by clicking on the flyout and Hide Menu Bar like so. So that's your Quick Access toolbar in AutoCAD Electrical. Lots of little icons there that are very useful that you will use regularly on a day-to-day basis.